How's everybody doing today? Well, I just wanted to show everybody what I like to use here that I've discovered is a real good belt. They're not very thick, but you can, they're rugged enough to run the bell saw. They'll run about anything. And they're about 1/8 of an inch thick. I don't know what they're woven with. They don't stretch. This is the conveyor out of an airport for luggage. And I knew somebody that worked there, and they happened to be changing them out. And I ended up getting one roll of it. And this is what's left of it. It was, I don't know if it was 48 inches tall. But anyway, this is the way I rip them. Put something on there to hold it down so you ain't got to get your hands up around the saw. Even if it was a little wider, it would have been better, but that's what I had laying around. And take this hand here and shove it over. Another one and push. And I got it set for 6 and 15. I just measured it. It's coming out 6 and 15. So, yeah, pretty close right there. Yeah, that's what she is. So, sorry that took so long. I was trying to see my end through the camera, but it wouldn't come back on. So anyway, yeah, so this is what I do here. Pretty crude, but it works. I'll show you a little bit. I gotta put my mask on because I don't know what this stuff's made out of and I don't want to breathe it. So anyway, there's nothing to it. I'm going to shut this off and finish it, and we'll see what it looks like when I get done. Well, that's what we ended up with. 3 rolls there. I don't know how many feet there is in each one. Probably 30 feet or better. I'm going to go down and see if one belt by itself will actually do what I need to do. And yeah, nothing to it. Makes a mess though, you know. But it's a simple way to get belts. I've got another one down here. I haven't started cutting on this one yet, but this one's got a rubber traction like on the inside. So this one might even be a better belt, but I haven't tried cutting it. I'm sure it cuts all right. This came out of a woodworking factory. So it was probably to do with inside. It doesn't look like it would have been used outside, but probably was to haul trash or something. But yeah, if you ever can get any of those big rolls, no, don't sit there and look at it and say I'd never need that. If you have old antique engines and tractors, you know, grab it, go home, put it on the table saw. Just be careful, because they can jump, yank, and twitch, and, you know, just be careful. Anyway, I started, reason I was ripping belts, and I'll walk out and show you. I'll bring you back in a second. So anyway, the other end it ripped right out, but you can see how they're breaking. I really have a lot of strain on this when I'm sawing, and it's actually, the belt is too wide for the lacings. And this is my big problem, is the width of the belt. But it was free. And I got a pile of it, but I might have to put 2 of those pieces that I just sawed together to get enough length, because that belt there is just barely long enough. So I'll probably roll that up, go in the barn, unroll it, use that as a pattern to get my right length. It can be a foot longer, but I don't want it to be much shorter, or I'm going to be right up against my blocking and stuff. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, those are about even. We're going out here, see how close we are. That's typical, isn't it? 2 feet short. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add a couple feet onto it. I'll probably just take a 3-foot piece off one of those. So I'm gonna put lacings on each end of that. I'll take a 3-foot piece of one of those and put them together, and that's what we'll run with. Anyway, I'll bring you back. Yeah, I'm gonna get the stuff ready to lace. Hell, most people out there have seen how a belt gets laced, but just in case you haven't, these are clipper lacings. And basically, you stick that through there, run your knife down through these middle strips and cut them. And of course I do it better when I don't have the camera on. And then if you go right underneath the bottom, that'll just roll that right off. When I say underneath, I'm talking between the paper and the clipper, underneath it. On the top, yeah, you want to go on top right there, and it rolls it right out. Just like so. Yeah, I know better than that. Don't stick your fingers in there because it's like a Chinese finger. You can get stuck. And then, this here's a long one, so I want a short one. I guess I don't have one. The next one is a long one, so I'll peel that one off until I get a short one. You can see there's a short and a long. This one here's a long that I ended with. So, I'll go put that right in there. I got to give this a full load all the way across. There we go. Come on. And go right over the top. Onto the bottom. I'm lacking one, and that one's got to be the long on the bottom. So stick that one right in there. Make sure your pin's in front of them all. And without your belt in there, you can run that down some. These clipper lacings here are number 5, and I should be using a number 3. But awful strange things, you know. I didn't have enough number 3s to do it. So we're going to use number 5. Come on. Yeah, that should do it. Pull the pin out, and you can see how they are, they're a little fat where they go together. You know, not really made for these, but that's all right. It'll hold it together long enough what I want to do. So now that we've used up those short pieces, we got one more end to do. See if we can get that wire started. Oh yeah. And I'll cut this off over here. Yeah. Huh? Dipped up. So, see if we can get this next one. See if it does as good as the last one. This is supposed to have a steel pin in it, you know, with a round hook on the end of it, or just a round, you know, circle on the end of it. And this one was lost. That's a number 10 piece of copper wire. Works fine as long as it's straight. Anyway, that's how they come out. Now we just got to put them together. Well, I got that new belt running. It's doing a lot better job than the old one did. Anyway, so it's soaring good, but my log's too short. I've been fighting with this thing for 4 hours. You can see I got some lag bolts right there. Keep it from spinning. I'm in all the way on my other end. This log isn't 8'6" like it should be. See, pretty well out of room. So, anyway, it's still soaring. We're gonna get clapboards made out of it. They may not be perfect. But, you know, it's sawing them. Because the log is kind of shaky, it's not bit up good, the index it, so I'm having trouble. But if I go a little wide, I can always plane it a little bit and still get a clapboard. If I go too narrow, I end up with nothing. So I'm cutting them a little thick. And going back and forth takes about 20 seconds to do a cut, 20 seconds to go back. So anyway, I'm going to let you go, and I'll bring you back when I get her all cut. We'll see what we got. So I got the first board off, and as you can see, it broke with the grain right up across. So, you know, get it trimmed off there. Still be make a nice 6-foot clapboard. I'll show you where the problem is. See that big knot right there? And there's one over there. So I'm going to have a lot of problems on this end here when I'm breaking them off. You can see in there's a big piece in there. But if we can get them started, you know, I don't know how they're going to break off. Well, I really got no place to set you because my standing up here, but we'll see what we can do here. See if we can get a couple of them off. Let's see what happens. Yeah, just like the other one. Yeah, down here I had that one there just busted there. I'll have to break that piece off before I break any more so that it doesn't break it up high. And probably have to chisel this off with a hammer because it's going to keep bothering. So anyway, I'll bring you back here when I get done. But those are going to be pretty nice clapboards. They're a little thick. I was having trouble because, like I said, that's like probably 7/8. And it should be 9/16, but when you've got them bolts up there in your drive, you know, sometimes it does funny things. They should all be about this thickness right here. You know, them ain't bad. You know, that one has like an inch. So anyway, they didn't come out perfect, but we'll get some good stuff. I'll bring you back when I get them all yeah, I can talk. When I get it all done, I'll bring you back. Well, I got them all off. As you can see by the log, you know, the grain quality in the log is everything. This one here had a big crook in it, a lot of knots in it. You can see you got a pretty good log, but these were free, so I got no real bitch. It's just always disappointing when you put a lot of time into getting them this far. You know, sapwood. I got about 8 of them here. It's got sapwood in them, maybe 10. They're gonna be all right though. We're gonna go down and pile them up. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so gotta pick up my tools. Anyway, not much of a video. It basically started out to be a, you know, a belt replacement video, but ended up being a little bit of a clapboard video too. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Don't hesitate to subscribe and hit the like button. Talk to you later.